Alright, Deus 2, version 2.0.0. Now this version ain't really got much to do with this video per se, but I do show this because, they could change some things with future versions significant. I don't know what they could do, XP. Okay, now, let me say this in this video. You'll hear people say, oh, this detector's good in the iron. Well, that's very true. Very true. I also want you to note when you're watching people doing live digs, they dig a 7-inch deep target out of the ground with this coal right here. How many people has showed you iron, significant iron, multiple pieces of iron that existed at the 1-inch mark in their plug that set directly over the target they exhumed, non-ferrous? Usually what's going to happen running a multi-frequency metal detector, if you see iron, significant pieces of iron, we'll call it that, if you see that on a target exhumed deeper, what you're going to find is that iron is more near non-ferrous target level. Okay. Yet there was this one person, kept making reference to, oh, same plane test don't mean jack shit. Well, they do mean stuff. You can have same plane deeper. Could a multi-frequency detector give advantage on unmasking separation depending on the conductivity of the target and the frequency used and the speed used on the machine? Could it give some advantage? Yes. So same plane testing, you can have this deeper in the ground. You may see somebody dig a 9-inch or an 8-inch target, for example, and there could be a piece of iron down there at near the same plane. That's very possible. Okay? What you're probably never going to see is you're never going to see a 16-penny nail, size-wise, setting a surface to an inch in the ground directly under a damn 8 or 9-inch deep dime jug. Okay. So when a person says a machine is good in the iron, you're still having to look at the gaps. There's gaps in sites with high iron. Okay. And that's what you're doing. You see what I'm saying? You see that flat iron there? Now, there's nails in that box. I've got a nail over here. Well, you're not going to be detecting targets 8 and 9 inches deep under those things. It's not going to happen. Now, could you dig one of those maskers and remove it, or pick one up off the top of the ground and expose a target where you could hear it? Most certainly. Okay, that's reality coming from the sharpshooter. And air tests will support what I'm telling you. Okay. And you'll see this in the wild because you don't see it on YouTube channels. Watch what these people are digging. You'll hear people even, I've seen this, and I made a comment to my buddy the other day. You'll hear people, oh, this old field here, it's got a lot of iron in it. Well, shit, most of the targets they dig, they don't even show any iron. See what I mean? It's like, well, where's it at? Wasn't none down there probably, huh? That's why you were able to detect the damn target. Okay. We'll show you this here. Now, I've showed a similar video, but this, you know, I try to do a detection talk of the day, you know, and I try to do some follow-up videos, you know. Beginners, people coming to maybe the Deus too. Some of what you're going to see here applies to other machines like the Equinox and the Manicore. Okay? Now, you see that nickel there, and you see that nail. Now, when we sweep from this direction, I'm in speed 3. Sensitivity, silencer 1, okay? I'm running a fairly high sensitivity of a 93. Machine's quiet. Speed 3 here probably does a better job than speed 2. Speed 2 there doesn't do as good a job as speed 3. So, but you may test your detector and you come to the conclusion, oh, speed 3 is where the action is. Well, remember, speed 2 didn't fail there. But wonder if you come up on that same scenario as such. Now, you see that nail and you see that nickel. Now I'm back in speed 3. Hear that? Alright, now I'm going to go to speed 2. You see the difference. Now remember, I know where that nickel is. Okay, so I'm out here and I'm sweeping like so in speed 2. You hear that? Now I'm out here sweeping around in the wild in speed 3. See which one's better? Speed 3. That's best achievable signal right there. I'm going to keep the call right there. Go to speed 2. You see that? So a slower speed there coming from this angle, you've got better odds. Sweeping from this way over here, speed 3 does better. That's speed 2. Speed 3. Just a little example for you there, okay? Show you how slower can help and how you could be misled doing certain tests thinking, oh, faster is better. Okay, one little extra scenario here, you know. Now I've changed the nail to that small piece of iron there. That's a piece of a nail. And there's that old nickel. Now I'm still in sensitive FT. Running about a 93 sensitivity. Okay. Speed 3. Listen. Now there's no notch in this machine. You hear that? Now, that nickel coal height perspective here. That's well within range of this detector to detect. I can turn over here. That's speed 3. Again, see the meter there? Reactivity number 3. How you like the sound of that? Slow sweep. Slow sweep. So even knowing where that nickel is, I really can't get jack shit on it, can I? Now all I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the speed to 2. Watch what happens. You hear that? Slow sweep. Faster sweep. Back to speed 3. You hear that signal? So which one would you have a chance of missing more? Using speed 3 or speed 2? Okay, now I'm going to go back to speed 3 here. Okay, and we'll sweep. You hear that? Slow sweep. You understand what's happening? As this call, that nail is bothering this machine. Even right there, it's bothering this machine. But the nickel has got out of the place where this detector can give a good signal on it. As I come from this way, speed 3. Right there, I would be getting some good nickel detection, but the nail has done took over. Speed 2. Watch what happens. See there? When I get right there, I'm getting detection, but the nail hasn't become dominant. See that? Now I'm going back to speed 3. I'm going to sweep a few more times here, let you hear this. That's all I've changed on this machine. Alright, now watch what happens when I pick the nail up. Same speed you just heard. I'm going to sweep the coil about the same height. How about that? So slower speed can help you even on shallow detecting scenarios versus faster. There's 2 2x4 stacked up. So you could have a gold ring in a sports field, stadium, whatever. And one nail running this machine faster could keep you from being alerting to it. As such, relic site, a gold coin could be lurking and you could miss it. Not knowing any better. Now maybe you go back to the site and you hunt. Now look, you can sweep this nickel, from over here with either speed set. But the question is will you sweep over that target? Speed 2 will hit that nickel in the scenario I showed you from about all directions there. Now, some people frown on this, but they can do what they want. Sharpshooters are realist. A one nail scenario. A lot of people say, oh, well, that's just one nail, sharpshooter. That don't mean jack shit. Well, there's one nail scenarios out there. You can have a sports field that's got, maybe there only is one nail out there. And maybe that's where the prize gold ring is. Okay? You see what I mean?